Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about just taking you through a little editing process with me. Like I've told you guys in the first video, I am going to be doing a lot of different styles of videos, like a lot of different types of videos, and today's just that, like changing it up from the other two videos. I recently went on a hike, so I thought it'd be a good chance to just take you through my editing process and what goes through my mind when I am editing. I recently actually just got really into like hiking. Me and my girlfriend have started the season very late, only went on 3, but we ended the season with Larch Valley, which was just beyond, like, it was beautiful. And after that hike I was hooked. Like, I'm hooked right now, and I wish we started it earlier, but I'm just glad that we did because we went at like the perfect time. Once I jump into Lightroom, you guys can get a chance to see that, and yeah, so let's jump right into it. Alright, so just jumping into Lightroom here. My first thing that I like to do when I am editing a photo is adjusting the crop. I will do it into a 4:5 crop for Instagram, and then making sure that the plane is straight. That's one of my biggest nitpicks that I always notice at first, is if photos are not straight, and using just a very dominant line in that. So here, using the horizon line to straighten the photo as best as possible. I actually might bring it down a little bit just to bring more in the bottom here. The next thing I will do is just adjusting the exposure. Because this is so overblown or blown out, I'm just gonna decrease the exposure slightly, just a little bit, and then we're gonna decrease the highlights as well to bring some more detail into the mountains, and then also lifting up the shadows to bring up the detail in the shadows, and then increasing the contrast just to give it that nice deep punch since I lifted up the shadows. So what we're working with so far. To further adjust for the highlights, I will be using a linear gradient here, and then we're just gonna feather that down the mountain like so, and all I'm gonna do is just mess in with the highlights here. Yeah, so my goal of all this is just getting the landscape to look how I saw it, as close as possible to natural. I do tweak some of the colors, mainly like the blues. I do like a very soft teal, I would say, not too like overpowering that it looks fake, but we'll get to that in a second here. You know, sometimes just messing with the sliders as well. I remember there was a point in my photography career where I would just blast clarity on like 100 and call it a day. You know, just make it very crunchy. I'm gonna add a little bit of clarity just to add more detail again, and bringing some vibrance into the photo. That's desaturated. Okay. And then getting a nice little gentle S-curve here. Bring those darks down. Like that. Not bad, not bad. We're getting somewhere. Next, using the color wheels here, I will manipulate the colors. Darkening the sky, and like I was saying, just a nice teal, nothing too fake, and I will kind of desaturate it slightly just so it's not very there, or like, or bring the darkness down, bringing that saturation down too. So now this is what we're looking like. Very nice details here. Gonna keep working here. There's a very big portion of highlights there. I might do a brush mask, maybe a radial gradient. I just want to mess with the highlights. Just bring it. Do I want to? That's not terrible. Let's see without it. Not that much of a difference, but I will keep that, I believe. Before I go further in the process here, I am going to remove the people using the healing brush. So just tracing them out like that. Super small detail, but in the end it makes for a very good result. And just doing the same thing throughout, getting rid of those people in the bushes and right here. Again, just cleaning up the photo pretty much. And we'll bring it with this bush here. Something that looks pretty normal. And this person in purple, taking them out just like that. And yeah, again, super minor detail, but it really cleans up the photo in my opinion here. I also might crop out that rock, so I actually might just do that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I actually might do another linear gradient. Oops. Linear gradient mask, but this time doing it down below and using it to increase the exposure just to brighten up the bottom there. Bringing some more contrast in. Kind of just livening it up a bit. Not by too much, you don't want it to be trying to keep those highlights down. Don't want any area too hot. I think overall we might take the down a bit. Going back into these masks. And upping those exposures slightly. It's feathered out, so it will give a nice look, a nice clean look. So far, this is what our photo is looking like. The sky is a bit too teal for me, so we're gonna drag that a little bit more into the blues, like that. Might brighten it up slightly. That, and then next, my favorite part is the color wheels here, the color grading. One of my favorite features that has been added to Photoshop, or sorry, not Photoshop, Lightroom. And I might do greens. No, probably do blue and oranges. Very slight, nothing overbearing. And just bringing that there. What I like to do is just taking here and seeing what it looks like so, but I will just do the opposite. I could also do some of the mid-tones here. It will mainly affect the rocks and whatnot, as you can see here. So just taking that with a grain of salt and seeing where I want to put it. Probably do something around that area. I'd say kind of complements the rocks. So again, this is what we're looking at. really emphasizing the main piece of this, which is the mountains. And then adding some sharpening. ISO's at 800. We might denoise it. We don't need any of that. Let's try denoising it. They're denoising it now is like is a whole different process now. Probably just something around there. Yeah, well, that's it. Again, just adding more detail to it, and that should be about it. This is the final product versus what we came out with, and again, not doing anything too crazy, just kind of highlighting the mountains and trying to showcase the image like I saw it. Again, this is of, I don't think I ever mentioned it, but this photo is of Moraine Lake. It was my first time there. For some reason I thought it was 4 hours away from Calgary, but it is not that far, but that's what stopped me from going there this whole time. But this is the start of the Larch Valley Trail, so we got to see that before we went up in the trail, which was really nice. For this editing series though, I guess I do have ones that I already want to do. I already have them like queued up. I was gonna do this video and edit about like 6 photos, but I realized that again, that would make the video way too long, especially when I'm going into detail of like what I'm editing and, you know, trying to get it the way I want it to be. It'd be like at least 10 minutes on every video. So instead of putting that all into one video, we'll just like break it down into different segments. Here are the photos that are in question, and you guys pick one and I will do that for the next edit with me video that I do. Whatever gets the most votes, I'll probably throw it up on my Instagram too, and we'll go from there, see what people want to see. And if there's anything you'd like to see from me, creative wise, life wise, like anything, like please leave it down below. Like I'd love to hear any ideas that you guys might have for me. Till then, if you haven't yet, check out the other videos that I've done. Thanks for watching, and for the ones who keep coming back, I appreciate it. If there's any new subscribers, welcome to my channel. My name is Brandon, and we are going to keep running with this YouTube thing. Third video in, I believe. Yeah, third video in, and we're going on strong. So again, like, comment, subscribe, do all that, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.